Think about the best version of yourself. Not the ideal one, not the one you post about. The real one, the one you work toward. Maybe you got there. Maybe you're close. And yet, something still pulls. A voice, an image, a feeling that doesn't match the life you've built. You can't always name it, but you know it's there. There's a word in psychology called emotional memory. It doesn't mean remembering how you felt. It means your body remembers before your mind catches up. A smell brings back a room. A tone of voice brings back a person. A moment of being ignored brings back every other moment you were ignored. You didn't choose to remember. You just did. The brain doesn't file old experiences under resolved. It files them under possible again. I was a heavy kid. When they picked teams on the school field, I was usually last, not always ignored, sometimes placed somewhere convenient. They put me in goal, not because I was good, because my size, they figured, covered more space. I didn't hate football because it was a bad game. I hated it because it was a mirror. And mirrors don't explain themselves. They just show you. Time passed. I found other fields. Language, programming, problems with clean solutions. Places where no one picked me or passed me over. Just me and what I was trying to figure out. I became good, then better. Then the one people asked for by name. Some of them wrote letters to my managers because of the work, because of what I built. For the first time, I wasn't the last one chosen. I was the first one called. But the mind doesn't update the way we expect. Confidence doesn't replace an old weight overnight. It sits beside it for a while, testing it, waiting to see if it's real. The mind doesn't celebrate. It waits, watches the new evidence arrive, and holds it at a careful distance. Not because it doubts you, because it's been wrong before. And it remembers what that cost. The same system that kept you cautious as a kid doesn't know the kid is gone. Today, if I gain a kilogram, I feel like everyone notices, like their eyes go there first, like it's the most relevant thing in the room. I know people around me carry far more, and I never think about it, but the mind doesn't compare. It remembers the field, the waiting, the feeling of being placed rather than chosen. I thought healing meant forgetting. That one morning I'd wake up and the old story would be gone, overwritten by the new one. But that's not how it works. The old version doesn't vanish. It sits in the back row, watching you perform a different life. Sometimes quiet, sometimes loud enough to make you pause mid-sentence, mid-stride, mid-success. You don't erase it. You just learn which voice gets the microphone. For a long time I was waiting for it to disappear. I thought that's what growth looked like. Build enough, change enough. And one day you look back and there's nothing there. There was still something there. It got quieter. It moved further back. driving, some things don't disappear. They just change position, from the front to the back, from the wheel to the passenger seat. They're still there. They just no longer decide where you're going. I'm not sure we're meant to erase everything. I'm not sure that's even possible. What's possible, maybe, is learning to walk with the weight behind you instead of in front of you. Not gone, just not leading. Success can change where you stand, but it doesn't always change what you hear when the room goes quiet. Something always stays. The question isn't how to make it disappear. The question is whether it's driving her just along for the ride.